Why would you trade out of the number 2 overall pick out of having a talent like Travis Hunter?
Well, the one thing, Josh, is that the Browns already have a corner in Denzel Ward, and they have a pass rusher in Myles Garrett that they just locked up to a 4-year contract, so they don't need Abdul Carter either. What they could end up doing is trade down to either the 4th or 5th pick. The Patriots and Jaguars are in need of a corner, and so are the Raiders at 6. So the Browns could get some more draft capital later in this draft if they make a move on the number 2 overall selection. So I'll go next. James Pierce Jr., the edge rusher out of Tennessee. I think he is easily a late first, early second round pick guy. I have him going to the Lions in the late first round in one of my mock drafts. I watch a lot of SEC football as a Florida Gators fan, and he is so fast, and he gave Florida's offensive line a very hard time in their overtime victory back in November. This is a pass rusher that is not afraid to bulldoze, and he got a lot of tackles this past season. He appeared in all 39 games since he's been a starter as a first-year student. He had 10 sacks in 2023, 7.5 this year, along with 38 combined tackles. He is someone I look forward to hearing his name called either tonight or the beginning of tomorrow. And as I mentioned, I am a Florida Gators fan, so I got to give Graham Mertz, the senior quarterback. He did declare for the draft after his torn ACL in that aforementioned Tennessee game, but he is a leader. I know everyone's going to look at his 6 years at college football and say, oh my goodness, we want to stay away from this guy. But if you want a veteran quarterback who is a great pocket passer in the 6th or 7th round, Graham Mertz could be your guy. Remember, Jordan Travis tore his ACL last season, and he still got picked up by the New York Jets. So if you wanted to develop this quarterback, you can have him, on injured reserve for the entire season and has him come out in his sophomore year. Mertz, really impressive, especially in 2023, where he led the SEC in completion percentage with 72.9 through 20 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, and he is a 2-time 2,000-yard passer. I think Graham Mertz is going to be a safe pick than a lot of other quarterbacks you could potentially see later in day 3.
And good organization. So, with that being said, I think Armen Membu, who do you guys have?
I have Tyler Warren, and I think this is a slam dunk because they don't have a tight end. Did you know Tyler Warren finished 7th in Heisman voting? I certainly didn't. 104 receptions for 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. He was Drew Aller's number 1 target this year. He is by far coming in as the best, most complete tight end in the draft, and he can block. I think Jets go Warren at 8.
There you go. Move.
Tennessee Titan, guys.
So there you go. It's official. Cam Ward will be a Tennessee Titan. He is the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft as we continue things going here in hour 2 of our coverage. But Cam Ward officially the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. He is officially the Tennessee Titans' newest quarterback and player. Boys, how do we feel about this?
I think it's a slam dunk decision. Will Levis last year, he got injured. He injured his shoulder, had a fumbling problem, threw 13 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Tennessee is looking to rebuild, and they know they have a multi-year rebuild ahead of them. They want to lock up their franchise guy right now. I applaud what Tennessee did with Will Levis, selecting him, and I believe it was the 2nd round of the 23 draft. Give him his year as a starter. If he booms, we keep him. If he busts, we get rid of him. Maybe he will stay as the backup, but Cam Ward should certainly be the week 1 starter for the Titans heading into the 25 season.
Yep, what's up, Sam?
Adam Schefter, the Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick, a 4th, which is number 104, and a 6th to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are trading the number 5, a 2nd, a 4th, and a 2026 first rounder. The first trade of the draft is a blockbuster.
Grant, you're going to get Travis Hunter.
Oh, my goodness.
To recap, the Jaguars are getting the 2nd overall pick. They're getting a 4th, which is number 104, and the 6th, which is number 200 in this year's draft. The Browns are receiving the 5th, a 2nd, which is number 36, a 4th, which is number 126, and their 2026 first-round pick.
Wow.
That is, per Adam Schefter of ESPN, a blockbuster here to start off the draft. The Browns and the Jags making a move, guys.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't say
go
I
right to
agree
you.
with it. I can't say I agree with that. Right out of the gate, I'm being honest.
You don't agree with it?
You're giving up.
Grant, you're getting Travis Hunter?
Getting Travis Hunter is great. Giving up next year's first-round pick when you are
Not good.
still rebuilding,
Not good.
I'm a little skeptical of that. You're also giving up this year's second and this year's fourth. Jaguars had a lot of draft picks, but that was in the fifth round or later. They are giving up a lot of draft capital to go up to number 2 to, I'm assuming, presumably draft Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Now, this was the can't-miss prospect that Gladstone, the new GM of the Jaguars, he had his eyes on him right away. This isn't that surprising to me that the Jaguars wanted to make this decision. Hunter has been their go-to prospect since, in my opinion, last offseason. I think he will fit in great in the corner, as in the secondary with Tyson Campbell and Jordan Lewis. But oh my gosh, what a start to this draft, gentlemen.
Jaguars have taken Travis Hunter out of Colorado, so he is now, Grant, I want your first thoughts. He is now a Jacksonville Jaguar.
I mean, again, it's certainly a risk with the price you pay for him, but you're not going to give up nothing if you don't have confidence in a prospect and a potential generational talent. And Travis Hunter, who, as we mentioned before, if it wasn't for Cam Ward and the Titans obviously needing a quarterback next year, Travis Hunter is the best graded prospect in this entire draft class.
Best player.
So at the same time, you gotta think Jacksonville is thinking long-range game here with this move. Jacksonville, finished 9-8, 2022 and 2023, and then Trevor Lawrence got injured, and they finished an abysmal 4-13 last year. But hey, he could be this playmaker that Jacksonville has been missing.